Come on, journey with me a while. Journey down the road. Yeah. Come see all that he has for me. Yeah, 'cause I love him so. I know that's why I give him everything I got. Yeah, 'cause I love him so. I go where he sent me. And I always and never will. Yeah, Father, I love him so. Hey, cyber world, cyber world, cyber world. A lot going on today, y'all. I don't even know where to begin with all the craziness that's happening around us right now. Wow. Wow. Well, let's just begin at the beginning. Let's see all that. I'm just going to unwrap as much as I can today before I have to get some things done. I got a few things I want to get done today. My weeks have been pretty busy. Even though you slow down in one area, it seems like you pick up in another area usually. I'm so glad all my friends from DC called me. They were having the birthday party that I told you about, the gospel play I used to do. It was a long-running gospel play in DC and Maryland and Virginia and other places like North Carolina, South Carolina. And they were having a birthday party for one of the members. We did that play for, 20 years, I'm pretty sure. And I'm so glad they did a Skype thing where I could say hi to everybody. So I love technology sometimes. I love my friend Regina Bina didn't forget me. She made sure I was in that room. So that was great. Let's see here. We have, February 28th, the blackout. I personally did not spend a dime yesterday. And neither did my roommate. So we were participants gladly. And we're waiting for the next one. And so there's a schedule that's out, but I'm not, that schedule, I'm not sure who made that schedule up, who's adhering to it. I mean, who's keeping track? What? I know this is sort of an impromptu revolution, but we're going to need a little more organization here, folks. Hey, precious lady. Good to see you. I love you. I was just talking about the economic blackout yesterday. I did not purchase anything. Neither did my roommate. And hopefully neither did any of my friends. It is serious. And no, I don't want to receive the mark of the beast to buy and sell. So no. Which is where I think we're headed. But anyway, yes, Auntie, love you. So in a matter of days, we lost who? Jerry Butler, Gwen McCrae, Roberta Flack. Oh, Roberta Flack. Wow. And Chris Jasper. And I'm just like, wow, people are rolling out of here. People in my age group, just a little older, people in my age group. That's one of the reasons why I don't really start a relationship. I'm not really sure how much more time I got left. So I'm loath to start something I can't really finish. I've been dying to know if other old people feel this way. When you look at someone, you think, 5 years from now, I'm going to be X amount of age. And, I might still be as great as I am right now, but I might not. And I don't want to put you through all that. Girl, when you get older, you are different. You are so different. Just your outlook, everything about you. You just, now, suffice it to say, you see things a little differently. Anyway, actor Gene Hackman and his wife, remember they found dead, and an investigation is ongoing. Wow. And it looks like some sort of foul play, they said, but I guess it's too early, to know right now. And Sister Angela Hughes, all of my friends and saints out there, put her on your prayer list. Sister Angela Hughes, she is a servant of God, been serving many, many years. I can't tell you the accolades of this woman. The amount of children she's taken in off the streets with or without money. Just the people that she's been there for, and just where she herself has come from. Both she and Pastor Hughes, I met him through the prison ministry. And I just, and yes, we're aging. We are aging out, you all. That means we're passing on. We don't get to be here forever. I know you love us, and we're going to keep praying us through. But at some point, we will be there. And it's not a bad thing. Maybe a sad thing, but it's not a bad thing. And we're just going to pray that, if He willing, He can definitely work miracles at any time. And we also need them for my cousin Beverly and for a friend of mine down here, Mr. Phil Scamato. He's one of the karaoke crew singers. And, hello there, Mr. McKenzie. Good to see you today. Thanks for dropping in. I guess you're still at the gym doing your workout or either on your way. And there are people that I'm finding that people that need certain surgeries or certain medications, they're not covered. And they just don't get to get them. It's weird. And so they're having to start GoFundMes and, raise money for surgeries now and raise money for medications that would clearly that would be life sustaining. So I guess I'm not understanding, but I guess we've now relaxed all those laws. Now the companies feel free to have a free for all and do whatever they want now. And greed is just running rampant, I suspect. But yeah, they both definitely need prayer. Beverly White and Phil Scalmato, for medication, life-saving medications and surgeries. Anyway, Phil was out with us Wednesday. And I told people, I said, you all don't know. Sometimes people come and they are going through more than you would ever possibly understand. And so he dropped by, and I was glad he was there. And I was letting them know, some of the things they'd be going through. One of the little girls who used to come out, and she was having, she ended up having a preemie baby. She was one of the founder of the karaoke crew. We didn't even realize the girl was pregnant and had a baby. And we were around her all the time. I'm like, I didn't know she was pregnant. Oh, okay, well, wow, congratulations. So the members, sometimes we're going through things as well. But he's an old style crooner. I guess whenever he gets a chance now, he'll be out at King Neptune on Tybee Island, 1517 Butler Avenue, from 9 to 2. Anyway, Infallible Funks, like I said, they're on hiatus. I was out. I'm not really sure what they're doing right now. In rehearsals, probably. Yeah. Happy Saturday, Michael. Glad for you to stop by. New Jerusalem, my church, Greater Faith Ministries. We're out there, 811 Wolf Street, Sundays. Come out and join us. We just finished celebrating First Lady Molly. Oh Lord, I can't say the last name. That happens to me a lot. God forgive me. It happens to me a lot now. It does. But we were celebrating her anniversary, and I was glad. We had a wonderful time. Anyway, Elon Musk and his shadow government of dogs, Doge, is running the country. This is interesting. And now we've helped Putin to get what he wants from Zelensky. And so now we're Putin's butt boy, doing his bidding to get him what he wants. It's his war with the United States, hands off. Who are we to bring another country in our Oval Office and wrap them on the knuckles when we are equally as reprehensible? Who are we to talk? There's so much to unwrap about that whole meeting. Okay, never mind. We're going to do that on another day. We'll just let it unfold so you can see for yourself exactly what's going on. This is all about Putin. Anyway, that was I just thought it was laughable, detestable. I don't see how the Doge or the dogs, whatever you want to call them, they've gone from examining and tracing possible ways to transferring large amounts of data and needing my social security number. Why do you need access to things like that from an unsecure system? We don't know what your system is and who has access to it. Are we really this stupid in America? We really are this dumb. I just can't believe it. We just said, here you go. Take all our stuff. There you go. Yeah. As long as you get rid of those Latinos, we're happy. You can do whatever you want. Wow. Mass firings, apparently illegal mass firings of people that now have to be reinserted, but we're not sure if they need to be reinserted because now he's in a quick flash to replace all the judges and fire those so he can get the judges in that he wants to say what he wants to say so he can be king. But the thing about ultimate power is ultimate power corrupts absolutely. Absolute power to anyone will corrupt absolutely. And the problem with an evil man being king is when he starts coming down your row. Then you would truly understand. Till you're the one getting fired with no recourse. Till you're the one losing your substance check with no recourse. After all your years of service and this or that. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, America, the beautiful. Are we great yet? Like I said last week, coming in theaters near you soon, rising pandemic, measles on outbreaks, the first child death in West Texas, I believe from a cluster there of people who are non-vaxxers who don't believe in vaccinating. And so subsequently now a child has died who was not vaccinated. And while that's a parent's choice, is that considered neglect or abuse to refuse to do something that then causes the death of your child? Or would that be the same as Jehovah's Witnesses not wanting their children to have blood transfusions and things of that nature? I'm not sure. I think it really probably, it's on a very thin line, very fine line. In either case, you lost your child to a belief that didn't really pan out for you. And I would imagine the rest of my life, I would question, what if? What if I had simply gotten my child vaccinated? I don't know. Or if someone else's child had been vaccinated. You may have gotten it from their child. Who's to say? Anyway, bird flu. $25 eggs. I'm just kidding. But they're on their way, along with that record-breaking inflation and war. Don't forget war, because he's a warmonger. You make lots of money in war. Tariffs and things like that. It's all about the money. It's all about the money. You just gave him the keys to the kingdom. Good luck. And speaking of mass deportations, I saw this story, a young girl who committed suicide. She was being teased in school and bullied by classmates. I'm assuming they were of a different nationality. I don't imagine they were Latino. Threatening the girl to call her family, call ICE on her family, get her family arrested and have them deported and all this other nonsense. I mean, just really having themselves a good time bullying the child. And I had imagined that the adults must not have done anything, the ones that were in charge. I mean, it's being investigated now. It's a little too late to investigate it. I don't even know if the child's parents were legal or not. I mean, you can convince children of a lot of things because they're children. They don't know. Anyway, she killed herself. And all I could think of is that they keep talking about us being great again. MAGA, MAGA, make America great again. And every time I hear that, I think, are we great yet? Our policies have produced vile, wretched children who think themselves better than the child they're ridiculing. when in honesty, the lesser caliber of character was the person doing the bullying, not the person being bullied. So your community is producing children that think it's okay to go into schools and bully their classmates to the point of wishing they were dead. That's what you're producing. Threatening them with ice. That's what you're producing. Your community is producing children that think it's okay to say your body, my choice. That's what you're producing. That's great. That's really great. Are we great yet? Are we great again? You made a little girl cry. You made a little girl kill herself because you're such elite, elect people, the righteous ones, the good ones, the favorite ones. You're the American ones.
Ready to pair. Paired.
Okay. Are we great yet? Oh, America, the beautiful. Her name was Jocelyn Royal Carranza. She died on February the 8th. She was 11 years old. And yes, her life mattered. What's going to happen to the students? Probably nothing. They'll just go on living their lives, talking about immigrants and how horrible they are and how they're the ones destroying America. Are we great yet? And this story I found particularly insane. Right, it's insane. But the parents don't have the leverage, they don't have the finances, they don't have anything to go after these people the way that they should. And they'll slither back into their little corner of life where they are patted on the back for such deeds and consider themselves, I don't know, heroes. You know how they paint their stories. Anyway, this story, while not new, it's nothing new. It's not like we haven't seen this happen before. But the difference in this story was the age of both people, the victim and the victimizer, right? Okay. Another man, this is I think in South Carolina, North Carolina, I think, set his girlfriend on fire. Now, the first thing that comes to mind when I hear that is girlfriend. Not fiance, not wife. Not that you should do any of those things to those people either. But those are people that you would have some leverage with which to say that, you have some sort of claim to them. A girlfriend is just that. She's a female friend that you all have chose to relate with. But to go to the point where you burn her up, do you know how old these people were? I'm going to say she was 61 years old. I am 63 years old. I cannot imagine going through stuff like this at my age. Could you imagine that? It makes single seem like the most wonderful, blessed thing in the world sometimes. Y'all have no idea. Y'all think it's just young people. No, it'd be old people too. Yep. When she tried to run, he said he lit a match and threw gasoline on the lady and lit her up. And I guess the neighbors were the ones that were helping her. And investigators said, he told them that, then this is his reason. They've been having relationship issues. Saying that he works all day and Gillis, who was the person he killed, she teases him and speaks negatively of him. Well, you're the sort of man who would set someone on fire. I guess I would speak negatively of you as well. Yeah. See, they don't really understand, but by their actions, they have proven the other person's assessment of them. Apparently you are what you said you were. Hey, Tanzania, what's up, girl? I just like, wow, he set his girlfriend on fire. Who was doing this in their 60s? These people are old. They're, yeah, right, I might look 35, but when I start running, I know I am not 35. I ain't trying to be running from no man. I'm not trying. Oh, Lord, I can't do none of that. Y'all got too much going on out here. But it just made me think about, how they keep talking about make America great and, wanting to go back to a time when things were better and blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, wow, you're looking at the wrong things. You're looking at when we didn't have this or have that. But the character that you're producing in your communities is the problem. It's not the legislation. You're producing children that think it's okay if they have a problem socially and they're socially awkward. They have the right to go in the store and blow away their classmates and just shoot them. These are the children that we're producing. And I'm sorry, I don't think the current legislation is what's doing that. It's a problem. There's something going on. And I think that's where we need to look, where the problems are. Wow. And that would make us great again. That's what would truly make us great. If we began to address our ills. See, this is what they look at them Latinos. Look at Zelensky. Look at us. Look at yourself, America. Anyway. Hey, lady. Yeah, I could get on my soapbox about that, but I was just kind of floored by it because I kept thinking, the very parents that produce a child who thinks it's okay to go and tease a classmate about being an immigrant and to bully them with threats of calling ICE. These are what you're producing. These are the fruits that are coming up from what you planted and watered. And this is what's growing. Hey, girl, what's up, Dolores? What's happening? So, yeah, you want to make us great again? Let's start addressing the true ills. What is happening? What has produced this sort of arrogance that, I matter and no one else? And where do we get that from? Well, hello there, Miss Betty Boop. I was just telling everybody to send you up a prayer this morning. Yeah, so the one day I don't bring my water, I need my water. When I do, oh, my paparazzi bling before I get any further. Hey, Beba, I was just telling everybody that we need to keep you in prayer, and you and Sister Angie and my brother down here, Phil Scapanella. Capanella, I'm tripping here. My paparazzi bling today. How y'all like it? I love it, love it, love it. I was going to put on a necklace, but it had a mishap while I was trying to get myself together. But I love all these colors. I usually wear it with this little scarf that has all these colors that pulls it all in. But today I just decided to just wear it just like it is. And it's just really pretty. Just kind of let you take a good look at it. There we go. There you go. All right. Y'all see my gray hair coming in? I didn't have it before, but it's starting to come in more and more now, which is so weird. Yeah, but I love this. The only problem is when you're doing the edge control, it's hard because you can't get the edge control that has white. You can find it for blacks and brown and all the hair colors, but you can't find it for white. That's kind of weird, but you can't. But anyway, before I leave out, I always have to give you guys something, the best quote of the week. This was right. Gray highlights and things like that. Yeah. So, right now it's just like little pieces here and there and little there. It's a little piece. It's coming. Anyway, this one I always get these off of Facebook, and I'm going to start now going to some of the other platforms. I haven't been on them, but my my roommate was talking about them, and my girlfriend Regina uses them all the time. Said, I'm going to stop being a dinosaur and not wanting to learn new things. And I already have them there. I just don't utilize them. So I'm going to start to utilize them. So I may do maybe 1 or 2 podcasts a day and get that started. And then on the other mediums, if I can transfer them over and see what kind of content and quality they have and things like that. Yeah, we are being encapsulated a bit to losing the point. Yeah, we are a bit. And the weird thing is I listened to TD Jakes preach the other day. You know, when I go out working now, I listen to my sermons while I'm working. Yes, I love it. He can teach, can't he? And the funny part is I'm working with around these 2 miserable people. They just miserable as they can be. And you know me, I could just ignore you till Jesus get back. So I've been ignoring them. Of course, that made them matter, but, but, you know, I was just sitting there thinking the other day, I was like, you know, um, you think you're saying something to me or being, you know, you're looking down your nose at me because I walk around sweeping up or cleaning up or picking up or washing up. The first thing you don't realize is that is a job that I actually chose. I had a sit down job, probably paying me 3 times what you're making. A sit down job and arthritis do not work. They do not work. I have myasthenia gravis. I tell people all the time, I posted the pictures of me 170 pounds heavier than I am now. I was sick. I could barely move. I was about to become diabetic. I had to walk on a cane. I was in pain all day, every single day. I couldn't get from my bedroom to an ensuite bathroom without a cane. I would sit in my bed and cry. And I cried out to God and asked him to please help me get something for this pain. Help me to get up out this bed and help me to, because he kept telling me the same things. Take up your mat and walk. I'm like, how can I walk if I don't deal with this pain? But lo and behold, as time went by and by, each thing was addressed, and I'm here now. And so when I be looking at people, I look around me, I be thinking to myself, how can I, you know, not be happy? She looking at those women looking at me trying to think they saying something about me. And the funny part is they didn't realize my reality is this is the best thing for me. Because what you're laughing at is what has taken off 100 pounds off of me to 150 of those pounds and kept it off. The thing that you think is disdained and nothing and you sit on your high horse is the thing that brings me a victory you will never understand or know. And so I be looking at people sometimes tripping. I be like, and they just think they all that. You be like, it all depends in life on your perspective. And the only reason I understand, the reason I have that perspective is because I've already been in a higher position. Now, if that is all I had ever had, they might be able to make me feel bad about myself. But it's not possible because I've already been there. And so if I'm here by choice, how does your making fun of me do anything? Now I could go to a gym. I don't like gyms, okay? They're boring, pretentious. There's a bunch of crazy, narcissistic people in them. Okay, I said it. I don't want to go there. I'd rather go someplace and sweat to some music and laugh and dance. That's what I'd rather do. But anyway, so I realize I have a different perspective sometimes than others. And so because of that, you know, I realize that my vantage point can be can lead to different results. Let's put it that way, because of my vantage point. And so this is one of them. And I say this all the time to women. You know, I know that they tell you it's the kiss of death to be alone, but I promise you it is not. It truly is not. There's a place that you grow right past loneliness. You have a moment especially if you were, in a committed thing where you're together every day and it's this and it's that and blah, 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 and as your friends. Yes, when you separate that, it's jarring to you spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, of course. And it's a period of upheaval and adjustment, and you'll get righted again. You're in the water. Don't worry. You're not going to sink. You are a little wobbly right now, but you'll get there. Okay. And now you're separated. Okay. And you're not sinking. You thought you was going to sink, but you're not quite sinking. Yeah. That's the perspective of me. And so a lot of people out there now, they think it's like, oh, it's so terrible. I don't have anyone. I've been married 3-4 times, baby. It is not the answer to every ill in your life, or every ache, or every hurt. As a matter of fact, it will deliver many more ills, and hurts to your life, probably. Even if you got a good one. It's just the nature of the beast. I'm sorry. It comes with it. Sicknesses, family issues, all kinds of things come with it. Just like children, they're lovely, but all kinds of things come with them. Your child might be the one that gets addicted. Your child might be the one that gets the childhood cancer. Your child may, so all kinds of things. So it doesn't mean it's not a lovely thing, but in having that, don't delude yourself.
Powering off.
They still come with some issues.
Powering on. Ready to
So, but I know that. And so I was talking to my friend the other day, and I was like, I'm so different now. I realized I'm not where I used to be in my 20s. Oh, I wanted to be this and that. And I am so relaxed now. I'm so at peace. I'm so, like I said earlier, I'm not really, looking to try to get somebody to, I guess that's why you kind of get to that place. Even if you're like healthy, it's like I recognize in 10 years from now, I will be 73. And I don't know what 73 is going to look like. I mean, I might be the 73-year-old that's still out there and doing all that. But what if I'm not? Dear God, I don't want somebody being responsible for me other than my niece already knows. She already knows she got the assignment. It's no way. So, yeah. Oh, great, Tangy. Okay, so I will get you to. I actually get you to, because it will be a big help to me. Yeah. So I see things differently. I don't see relationships like you would see relationships. Yes, that's great. He's a nice guy. But 10 years from now, I'm 70. 10 years from now, he's 60. He's 50. I look at it different, And so, yeah, period. That's the way it's going to be. Period. That's how it's going to be settled. So don't think I'm out here looking for nobody to take care of me. I mean, we got that settled. But so I realized I'm just in a different place. I'm in a different space. I'm not stressed or worried or hurried about anything. Even the things I see happening in life, I realize I'm leaving that disaster to y'all. Be honest with you. Because what I got tops, another 20 years tops, maybe 30, and that's pressing it with the way things are going. So I do know the messes they making now, they're not going to really be for my worry. They're going to be for y'all's worry. I'm past the point of having kids and grandkids to worry about, property. None of that. So I guess I know I'm really in a different spot right now. And so someone was speaking to me and thought I was where they left me. And I was having such a hard time articulating, I'm not that girl anymore. I am not that woman that you last saw that was crumpled and broken and struggling. And I have been reflective, and I have, spent time with my father, and I've in prayer and all those things. So is that somebody at the door, Carlton? Anyway, so I spent time, doing those things. So I'm hoping that, I've gotten better in searching. So I know that I'm at a different place than most people are. So I don't expect you to be coming from the same space or, like I am. So anyway, I saw this quote, and it best described what I just could not seem to articulate. I was trying with all I had. I couldn't get it done. And it comes from Soulology Moments by Jessica. And it's by Jessica McClay. Now, I'm not sure if the poem is actually by Jessica McClay or if the post is by her. Is that someone for me, Galton?
That's my name, Tiffany.
I think that's the one in the other apartments. The weirdest thing happens here, you guys. There are two townhouses with the same unit number, but they're two different complexes. But one complex is in front of the other complex. So all her stuff comes to me and all my stuff goes to her. So I usually take it around to her and vice versa. It's crazy. What can you say? Well, it made me get to know my neighbor. Otherwise, I would have never bothered, right? Anyway, this is Soulology Moments by Jessica McClay. And this, to me, nailed it. It just nailed what I was trying my best to say. And it simply says, no longer where you left me. I'm no longer where you left me. No frequency has raised and can't be undone. The vibrational elevation has altered my very being. I cannot lower my essence down to that which is easy. You left me in a place of uncertainty, not knowing what it meant to feel safe. Empty promises of protectiveness. Yet you left me there, defenseless. You left me in a state of scarcity, one where I couldn't appreciate the light that shines inside of me. A state of falsehood that doesn't speak to the nature, my nature or strength. You left me in the dark, but you forgot. I am the light. It's in me. I am not in that cave of devastation. I am in the cave of my inner reflection. I am no longer where you left me, in the pit of despair. I am in a tunnel that is my path to my roots and my future. You left me to be tormented by the monsters in my mind, but they showed me who the true monster really is. Offering never having to go through that again. They walk with me and guard me as my beasts. You left me alone on the shelf, but I'm not lonely. You left me as a broken thing, but I am resurrected. My rebirth, a tale of triumph. Repurposing the pieces to create a high priestess. You left me there thinking my use ran dry. Who gonna want this old dry husk of a woman? And it did. For you. Because you can't handle what's coming. My wings raising me from my cage. My head held so high, I can't even look down on it. I am no longer where you left me. I'm not even the person I was. What? I am no longer where you left me. And now, I'm where you can't reach me. Girl, when I say that was hitting for me, that was the ticket for me, forever, 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 forever. I was like, I've been trying to say this and trying to articulate it without sounding completely insane, when I'm talking to people and they just weren't getting what I was saying. I'm like, I'm not in the same space. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm different. I feel different. I just see. I feel like I'm here looking at everything. And it looks different. It's like, yeah, baby, but you don't really want that. Because that leads there. You can already, you know what it is? When you're sitting here, you already see the dead end. So you already don't go down that street. And when you're sitting up here, you see that you're going to have to turn around and come back and you're going to lose ground. So it's like a place of elevation, elevating your mind, I guess, and your standards, or your will, your self-will, things like that. But I'm trying to tell you, it's just been a growth process, this whole entire journey. And that's one of the main things that I've gotten this week, is that I'm no longer where you left me. That's all these Renaissance, you guys. That's about all I got. Until next time, you guys take care. Bye-bye.